happens, we go out there, we enjoy what we're doing, but we don't lose. We don't lose. I don't expect us to lose today. I do not expect us. If we do the right things, we win comfortably. As we said earlier, we enjoy the game when we're winning. If you go out there and do your own thing, it's going to be a nightmare for you when you come back in the change room, and I don't want that. I want us to go out there the right way, do the right things and enjoy it. Entertain the crowd, do what we've got to do, then we move on. Big season for us going forward, guys. Big season.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the SYLBOURNE Show, and I'm your host, SYLBOURNE Sidiel. Joining us today, we have ex-football player, respected former football manager, ambassador for the Kick It Out campaign, and TV and radio personality, Mr. Gordon Boateng. Mr. Boateng, how are you, sir?
I'm feeling good, But it's not about me. Let me just talk about you for a minute.
Sir.
I have to let all the viewers know
Yes.
about what fantastic things you are doing, inspiring people. But also, let's not forget the people you have behind you.
Yes.
Let's not forget that, because without the people you have in operations, your producers, your camera people, your lighting, what goes into this operation isn't easy. And a lot of people give up their time for free, as you know, to come and help you out do this. So people that are watching, please understand, watching this show, there's a lot that goes into it. But ultimately, he's the man.
Fantastic. Listen, thank you very much. And as you know, it's a platform. It's given a platform
Very important.
to inspire persons, and everyone that comes on the sofa earned that right to be another voice to inspire persons globally.
It's true, but there's a lot of people that go unnoticed.
Yes, yes.
And they have to get to the forefront as well.
Definitely.
Very important.
And that's why we're here, and that's why we need your support. Gordon, back to you on the spotlight now.
Go on, hit me.
Listen, you said to hit you. What if I really hit you? Well, listen, I'm not going to hit Gordon today, but listen, I want to start with your quote, a very clear quote. And it says, Gordon Boateng is someone who has lived his life in a positive and determined manner. He has lived by the ethos, believe and achieve, with a never say die attitude, hard work, faith in God, and giving back when he can by helping others. Where did this ethos and discipline came from, Gordon?
It starts with God. Obviously, my belief in God is what got me to where I am today.
Yes.
Because, you know, without him and me helping myself, I would have never got to where I've got to. But it doesn't mean that I haven't gone through hard times.
Yeah.
You know, I've gone through ups, I've gone through downs, but my perseverance is what's got me to where I've got to.
Right.
And that's my prayers to the Lord. You know, it says in Luke 1:37, with God, nothing is impossible.
Wow. And I'll say amen.
Yeah, nothing is impossible.
Yes.
And that's what I think about. You know, one of the quotes I look at when it says about impossible is, the word it says impossible. If you look closely enough, it says impossible.
Yes.
So nothing's impossible.
Tell me about the believe and achieve. How was your background? What drives that factor? What was the driving force?
I think when I was young, it stems back, and you're getting exclusive here. You're getting exclusive. Before it even comes in the book, you're getting exclusive.
You heard that, people. Exclusive.
You know, it was coming from my upbringing. You know, I had, you know, two fantastic parents. You know, you've always got to give respect. I come from that ethos. Having Ghanaian parents, you need to respect your elders. So from that point of view, yes, I definitely do that. But the problem I had was my dad saying to me that I can't do something, that I couldn't play football, or he wasn't going to allow me. I wasn't good enough. I think from that point of view, that didn't really help me out. You know, I think at the time I was thinking to myself, well, you're my dad, you're meant to be supporting what I want to do. But then I turned around and I just said, you know what, I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to prove him that I am good enough. So I used to sneak out, go to football when I wasn't allowed to go to football. I used to lie and say, I'm going to do extra studies or whatever it was. I'm sure my dad wasn't silly, but he wasn't that bothered. He didn't really care at the time. So, you know, I went out, I played football. And then I had a lot of interest. A lot of people came to the house, knocking the door, saying, "Look, we want to sign your son."
Like scouts and everything.
Yeah, like that. So we had all of that. Had an agent come round. Also had someone that I class as a mentor, Aaron McKellar. He was the big advocate for me to get in a football ladder, where he spoke to football clubs. He showed them my talent when I was playing. You know, while I was, you know, with all these clubs, they always used to go, "You know what, we do like him." So he came round. I went to Bristol City. And he went, but you're at a club that's not in the Premier League. You're not good. So he kept saying, I'm not good, I'm not good. So that just spurred me on to do better and better and not give up. Because so when you talk about the ethos, believe and achieve,
Yeah.
in short, it's me believing in myself, believing in God, having faith,
Yes.
to knowing that I can achieve whatever it is I want to achieve.
So therefore, we're talking about an inbuilt factor then within yourself that drives you, that motivates you.
100%.
Because many people sometimes will use a book or something inspired to believe, secret of success.
Oh, no, definitely.
And they will have tons of books, but then there's also something which must be inbuilt in a person.
100%. I think what I say to people all the time is, it's good to read. It's good to find out things. It's good to look at things that inspire you.
Yeah.
But no one can inspire you or no one can motivate you. You've got to motivate yourself.
Yes.
You've got to get up in the morning. You've got to say, I want to do this.
Yes.
You know, we've got to eliminate ourselves making excuses because it's like, I can't do that because. You can do whatever it is you want to do, but you've got to believe in yourself. And that's the believe and achieve element. Belief is a big thing, which a lot of people doubt.
Yes.
And a lot of negativity surrounding, you can't do this. It's the people you surround yourself with as well. People saying, no, you shouldn't do that, you should do this. It's probably because they can't do it.
Exactly.
So what I say to people is, I lost a lot of friends or so-called friends in the process of me achieving the things that I have to date, and I haven't achieved anything yet. Nowhere near where I believe I need to be.
Right.
But people will look at things and go, but you've done so much, I haven't.
Well, at the end of the show, definitely we'll be asking you, where do you see yourself?
I will tell you.
At
Don't
certain
worry.
time?
I will tell you. But no, I think one of the key things that, you know, your viewers that are watching should understand is, you know, where I said before about Luke 1:37,
Yeah.
it's not me preaching, it's me telling people facts. Nothing with God is impossible.
Yes. Well, that's fantastic. And now let's tap into the glamorized image of football players. I mean, you've been in football. There's so much in the news now about football. We're going to talk about Blatter later or something. But from your personal experience and those around you, is it a true representation of footballers' life? You know, the money, the celebrity, the status, the woman, the influence. Is that what it is? Or is there something
It's
else?
all part and parcel of it. You know, you're a role model first and foremost in the football elements, especially when you're a professional football player. Lots of young boys want to be football players, and girls nowadays want to be football players as well. And I think, you know, with equality and diversity, it's important that you are a pioneer for the next generation, because we've got to think about our next generation first and foremost. Because there's a lot of crime going on, there's a lot of people going in the wrong direction. So we need to bring that back and give them the platform. So you need to have the right role models for that to happen. Now, we talk about football players nowadays, and at the top and the elite level, yes, fast cars, yes, the women, and not all women, some women. You know, I don't want us to tile every woman under the same brush.
Right.
Some are there that want to go with the people because they've got money and stuff like that to have a better life. But ultimately, it's about the individual, it's all about the person. And I know a lot of football players that are in the Premier League that are not like that at all. They're not materialistic. You wouldn't know what they do outside watching them on TV.
Yeah.
So
therefore, someone getting up out of the gutter, not even said the gutter, someone with bad attitude, bad personality, terrible person, but with a very good skill at football. Now, that person gets signed by Manchester United, Arsenal, or whatever. Are they automatically a role model?
I think they have the ability to play for those clubs. For you to be a pioneer and to be a role model, you have to be doing the right things at the right time. And if you've got a bad attitude or you're not going in the right directions, them clubs will release you anyway.
Right.
So you wouldn't be in the public eye for that to happen. And if you noticed, all of the people that do go down that road,
They tend to be kicked out eventually.
they're out and they're forgotten. So yes, the main, as they say, the straight football players in the world, in aspects, what I mean by straight is straight-laced in how they live their career, do things the right way, you know, eat, drink, sleep football, you know, helping out where they can, giving something back to the next generation, and grassroots football, which is very, very important.
Now, my son plays football. He's 7 years of age, and I'll just use that as a point. Now, other footballers out there, or young children, people aspiring, even elderly person, whatever, what sort of, what should I say, advice would you give them, the aspiration for them to get into or to have that encounter?
I would say, listen, if you love the game, play it, but enjoy it.
Yeah.
Forget about the limelight, forget about the money, forget about the cars, forget about all the girls, because a lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. A lot of the boys want to get into it because they think they're going to get all these girls.
Yeah.
Women are not going anywhere.
Yes.
they come and go.
Yes.
The game is a short career. Give it everything you've got while you're playing, because obviously I had an injury, so I had to stop early, and that's a story we can talk about in a minute, about what I had to do and the transition, because everybody thinks they're going to make it in the football world.
Right.
But only a limited amount of players make it to the top level. And I'm talking about the people you see on TV every day.
Right.
They have to go through it. Some of them are lucky, and sometimes you need an element of luck.
Right.
But some of the others, they're hardworking and they have the right attitude.
Right.
That's the core ingredients.
Yeah. That's very interesting. And you have been blamed in the past for some critical bits, some missed and some goal loss or whatever. Criticisms, rather. How did you handle some of those criticisms?
I think when I was a forward, obviously I missed opportunities like most forwards, didn't score enough. And I've got to be honest, I've got to say to myself, well, that's just down to me trying to be a crowd pleaser opposed to doing my job, scoring goals.
Yeah.
Being a manager, you know, you've got fans. They always want you to win games. They always want their team to play attractive football. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't go hand in hand. Sometimes you've got to win the games to keep a job. But ultimately, what the key thing is showing people that you're trying, that you're hungry, that you want to do it. You know, Les Brown, motivational speaker, loads of people know him, says you need to be hungry to succeed. You need to want it. And that's one of the key things in football. There's a lot of people that don't want it enough.
As much as they can breathe.
And then that comes back to Eric Thomas. You know, he says that quote, E.T., everyone calls him. You know, you need to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. Then you'll be successful.
Yes. Now that's powerful, and it goes back into, takes it further into, while that injury created a shift in your career in the sense of playing, but at the same time it redirected your focus to management. So you still focus into it.
My thought process was, what I say to people all the time is, tough times never last. Tough people do.
Yes.
And when I turn that over, I go, pain is only temporary.
Yes.
It lasts a minute, an hour, a day, a year or two, but eventually that pain will pass. And
the other aspect of that particular point, which I just factored, is the age factor again. Because you're a very young age, tapping into management, and you're also black. Come on, let's face the fact.
You know what? That is a big point. And I think there's a lot of talk surrounding ethnic football players, ethnic managers, ethnic coaches. And yes, it's a barrier, but are you going to let that stop you? That's the thing I said to myself. Because I'm dark, as it is.
Yes, yes.
So it's not a problem. So I stand out. People are going to know who I am.
And they will never miss you.
They will never miss me, never. But from that point of view, I know my ability. So I say, don't define me on my skills, my colour. Define me by my skills and ability. Like the same way I say about discrimination towards women. If a female can do the same job as a guy, give her the job if she's got the right qualifications and the right skill set. So it's the same thing within being an ethnic person. You're going for a job. Because people get judged, but you come through the door and they're like, and most times in football, they already know who they want to give the job to. That's the truth of the matter. Now, let's not lie, let's not sweep things under the carpet. Anybody in a football game will tell you, most clubs know who they want to give, who they want to give the managerial post for. They're like, right, okay, I know who it is, but I'll interview these people. So you have to do something outstanding to be remembered and not forgotten. So that's the ethos I had. And at the age of 21, when I first started managing and being the youngest manager.
Which football team was that?
Clapton FC.
Clapton FC.
So while I was there, the first thing was for me was I sent my CV out to loads of clubs to say, give me a chance. I've played in the league. I've played abroad in Norway. You know, I'm well respected. People know me in the game. They said, why don't you just play for us? Why do you want to manage our club? You're young. That's another type of discrimination. Age discrimination.
Right.
So it wasn't just colour, it was age as well. So I had a double battle to deal with. But I didn't let that stop me.
And because of that now, how do you see that challenge now as today and for other persons with that, I should say, opportunity? I'm not going to say obstacles.
I like what you just said there.
I didn't want to just feed into that word negative.
I like what you said there. I say to people, win. And what the breakdown for win is, what's important now. So W-I-N, what's important now.
What's important now,
And then when you look at now, what you're saying there is no opportunity wasted. So what I'm saying is, we have opportunities every single day that we go past and we don't even know it's there. Or someone present you with an opportunity, like you have with your show, to give the viewers something worthwhile, and you took it and you went,
No, that's powerful. Keep talking,
So then you look at that, you say to yourself, well, I'm not going to pass up any opportunity. And that's the sort of person I am. With all the things that I'm now doing, I look at life being too short. As I said, yes, I'm a child of God, I believe in God, but God has a time for you to come off this planet.
Right.
So before I come off, I have to do things. I have to achieve.
And that is why you got the online football show, radio football show, which you have as well.
I've got a reality show coming up as well now as well. That was a big thing that I wanted to do, and it's not really football related, but it's something I wanted to do. So
tell us a bit about that.
Yola UK. It's a show about people from different demographics in the UK coming together, showing how life really is. You know, you have all these shows, Made in Chelsea, Towie, but it's not the real core ingredients of what life really is. A lot of people see them and like, oh, you're great. But what we're trying to say is, look, people have ups, people have downs, but they're still smiling, they're still happy to be here. You know, they're striving to get to where they deserve to be. So that's what our show shows as well as the football element. I have a football team that does things for grassroots and charity as well. So.
Can I say that what I'm picking up is that you haven't started living yet?
Oh, listen.
It's like it's just an embryonic stage. It's like there's this massive opportunity which is out there. You're just tapping in. You're just 16. How old are you again?
I'm 15. But no, in saying that, what I look at is, I said about the opportunity. There's opportunities out there. And it's your life.
Yes.
It's your life. And I think you've got to do the most you can for yourself and your family. And family comes first to me. So I make sure, as well as I'm working 24/7 in all the things that I'm doing, I ensure my family has the time they need. Friends, great. But some friends come and go.
Yes.
But your ultimate family are there for you through thick and thin. Very, very important. So I'm there to provide for them so that they don't have to stress and work going forward.
So therefore, you're sending the ladder down.
That's it. It's about feeding and preparing for the next generation.
Fantastic.
And that's how I look at things when I talk about helping others, giving something back. You know, with the brand that I've got, Believe and Achieve, I've got the clothing line where I'm saying to people, if you want something in life, believe in it, have faith in it, but do everything in your power to achieve it. If you want to lose weight, go to the gym, eat correctly, but do it for yourself. Don't do it for other people.
Fantastic.
Because you've got to look at yourself first. You've got to be good within yourself. A lot of people don't understand that, what I'm saying there. You need to be one with yourself. For other people to love you, you need to learn to love yourself first.
And on that point, one with yourself, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's very interesting, Gordon. I tell you, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about the Kick It Out campaign and the current state of FIFA. See you soon.
It made me more interested in media and football. I take more of a notice now when I'm watching football.
And all these youngsters that we have out here, obviously they're getting to that point where they are thinking about what they're going to do. They all want to be football players, but only a handful of football players make it. But my message today and what I'm going to be speaking to all the youngsters about is having a life after football. I now have my own brand, Boateng Believe and Achieve, which is if you believe in anything, make sure you do everything in your power to achieve it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And on the sofa, we've got Gordon Boateng, ex-footballer and a great gentleman. Gordon, welcome back again.
We're going to keep shaking as a great gentleman. Thanks for that.
No, listen, start again, man. Listen, you are also an ambassador, and I can see your badge on you, the Kick It Out Racism campaign, Kick It Out campaign. How is this organization achieving its aims? I mean, we have seen bananas thrown at footballers. We have seen different things. We've seen biting, punching. We've seen some people get away with certain things which other persons won't get on by virtue of color, as people think. What is the Kick It Out campaign? And give us some more information about that. What do you do with that? Yeah.
Kick It Out was formed to combat discrimination, diversity, equality. You know, you're never ever gonna change people's perceptions. There's always going to be ignorant people that are going to have things to say, and people are going to act a certain way. What Kick It Out does is pioneers for opportunity. You know, we're talking now to the government about getting more involved in this. This is bigger than football. This isn't just a football issue.
Yeah.
When you're talking about that type of discrimination and something personal to someone's skin colour,
Yeah.
it's massive.
Yeah.
People misunderstand what Kick It Out does because they do a lot of things with anti-Semitism. They do a lot of things, homophobia, just all types of discrimination.
So it's not just
It isn't
racism
just that now. It's evolved because there's a lot more things happening in this world that needs attention.
Can I just stick a pin right there? And are things sometimes a victim of their success? Because, like they said, when the racial equality came on board and everything, it was to deal with racism with black persons, and after a while that evolved, where now you have the gay issues and everything like that. So therefore, it's sort of watered down to a certain extent.
Never.
And now with the football, now the racism bit, which was the key factor, has now been sidelined to a certain extent to bring in the all other factors. Just wondering.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
But what's important here is racism exists.
Yes.
You need everybody to get together to combat that.
Yes.
Kick It Out's a small organisation. There's only, I would say, 10 people that actually work for the organisation.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like myself, are ambassadors to go out there and speak and try and pioneer to show people that we will not be stopped by a skin colour.
Yes.
We will not be stopped. We will achieve what we're set out to achieve. You have to take us off this planet before we stop achieving what we're supposed to achieve. That is a fundamental thing. So yes, they're looking at other areas because there's other areas to tackle as well. You know, the government need to get involved with that side of things.
How are they?
They need to. They need to look at ways of coming together to especially ban it in our country, first and foremost, in England, those that live in the UK. Because it does happen, yes, it's more seen in the football element, but it happens in jobs. People go for a job, your face might not fit.
Yeah. That's very interesting you say that, because like over the whole European coming together and the whole racism issue, I shouldn't say racism, but like UKIP, the party talk about
discrimination is the
Europeans
key.
are coming. Do you think that Europeans are sensitized or sensitive to the whole racial issues like in the UK as in mainstream Europe?
I think for them it's down to who leads their country first and foremost. As I said, you have a lot of people that don't see it as a problem.
Yeah.
People sweep things under the carpet. Some people don't come forward.
Yes.
That's another thing with Kick It Out. We were telling people, come forward. Tell us the experiences you have.
Right.
Let's make people aware of it. Can we stop it ultimately? We're trying very hard to do that, but we're trying to do more than that.
2018, Russia, football, as bodies prepare for football World Cup. How is what's Kick It Out campaign dealing with that?
At the end of the day, you have to support whatever country's going to have it. You know, primarily you always want it to be in England, but
because there's
Russia.
there's blatant racist. I mean,
listen, whether it's in Russia, whether it's in whatever country, there's a lot of non-politically correct people in various different countries. Russia obviously has been highlighted as one of those. However, until that World Cup comes about, you're not going to see the effect of it. What we're saying now is look to police that situation. Can people that are working with, and FIFA's a prime example, we've seen what's happening recently with FIFA, and Zeb Blatter's in, and to be fair, you're talking about what I want to do in the future. In the future, I want to go up against him. That's going to be my plan.
Yes.
That's the sort of thing I'm going to do.
So you want to be the one that says FIFA, FIFA, FIFA?
No, I don't want to say FIFA, FIFA, FIFA. I want to be the body for football.
Yes.
For the right reasons. That's the key thing. Because other people were scared and other people have dropped out, like his competition the other day, Ali. I looked at that. He had 73. It was 133. And he went, okay, yeah, thanks, everybody. I won't give up until the end. I'll rather, if you beat me, you beat me. I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it on the chin, and I'll look at why I got beaten, and I'll come back stronger the next time. I will never quit. I'll never give up, and I'll never lie down.
It's very interesting. I was listening to it also, and I was wondering, why did Prince Ali pull up? Because I was saying he's the person I was supporting. Really.
I don't know. I don't care. What's important is us being positive and us having someone standing up for the right. And that's what I'm saying about myself in due course. I'm going to get myself right. I'm going to do the things I need to put myself in that position to be able to challenge for what I deserve.
Gordon, is there a scandal in FIFA? You don't have to answer.
No, listen, at the end of the day, I can answer it. At the end of the day, there is a lot of things that are not right with FIFA, 100%. But who is going to
Who's
sort it out?
bribing who?
That I can't answer because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
What I do know is there's a lot of things that needs to happen.
Yes, yes.
And only time will tell. And a lot of things need to come to the forefront, and a lot more things need to be highlighted so they can be fixed. And there needs to be a lot more investigation.
Yes.
As I said, it's more than just football. It's more than the people in the organisation. This is where governments from all over the world need to come together.
Yes.
All of our presidents, all of our leaders, all of the people at the higher ends, they're the people that have the responsibility to make change. Because they put themselves in that pinnacle point to say, I want to represent you as a country.
Yes.
I will fight for you as a country.
Yes.
So fight for us as a country in all aspects, whether it be discrimination, whether it be racism, whether it be whatever. Do what you say you're going to do. And that's one of the biggest things with politicians. They say things because it looks good to get the votes.
Sound bites.
But ultimately, you've got to look at what you're going to do for the people. Because it's about people. And I always say to people buy people.
So therefore, FIFA is somewhat caught in a sort of web to a certain extent at this point.
It's the same mode, as they say. You know, it's it runs the same over and over again. They can't be touched because they're the governing body of the overall.
So they're like
body.
It's like they're a country within themselves. You know?
To a point, to a point, and until you change that, or until there's change, then it's still going to be the same.
Okay, good. Now tell me now, the motto, the same. Go back to the believe and achieve, and it is a drive behind your company, Boateng Limited, through which you deliver motivational talks.
That's correct.
You message one would leave with, what's the message you leave with one who attend your talks? You know, someone go to one of your shows. What would be the key word that they leave with?
What I'll say to them, I'll look at this camera here, I would say, in life, you have an opportunity to make something of yourself. Do everything in your power. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. And don't stop until you achieve what it is you want to achieve out of your life. Give something back when you can. If you have a story of relevance, share it with other people because you could be helping somebody else. Because in life, you don't know what other people are going through, but the little things you say could change their life or help them become better and save a life. Because there's a lot of people that are committing suicide for no apparent reason, and we need to stop that. We need to reduce people thinking they've got nowhere to go. So I say to you, believe in yourself. Do everything in your power to achieve whatever it is you want to do. And it's not about the money, because we're here. Because I say to people, we are here not to live to work. We work to help us live. We work to have the money to go out and do the things we have to do. So enjoy your life, but do the right things.
And linking that with your clothesline, the believe and achieve, is the clothes sending the same message as well?
I only put it out there for that apparent reason. I believe that I needed to have a brand that represents myself. Because a lot of people have brands that are just there because it looks good. I have good clothes, so I'm not gonna, and I'll get you some. Don't worry. I know you was gonna.
Not just me. You mentioned at the start that there's a massive team behind the whole thing. So therefore, it's got to be for the team as well. I can't take it without the team.
Listen, and you've got a fantastic team of sort of people that are here anyway.
Good.
But so I'll sort it out. In fact, but well done for doing that. Well done for doing.
Yeah, I don't want them to see me wearing it.
But yeah, no. With, as I said, it's a brand. It's about myself. It's about, you know, my journey, where I've come from to where I'm going. And I want to give something back to people to say, you know, at the end of the day, yes, they pay for it. But they're paying for it because they'll go out and buy the Armanis of the world, the Gucci's of the world. But what's that doing for you? It's a name, it's a brand, it's a design, it looks good. But at the same time, why not have something that you can spread a message to people? You're out there saying, look, for instance, I've lost weight. Before I used to be this, and now look at me now. You know, I didn't think I could amount to anything at school. Look at me now. I'm doing this job. I didn't go university, but I've got this. Not myself, but I'm just saying. That's the message. Believe in yourself, do everything in your power to achieve it.
Believe and achieve.
Simple. Nice and simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, believe and achieve. If that is all you can get from today, believe and achieve. Whatever you believe, you can achieve it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us. And Gordon Boateng, the man, Mr. Believe, Mr. Achiever, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. And keep up the good work.
I will.
Just make sure you subscribe, people.
Please.
I'm watching you.
You're
Subscribe.
watching. Hey, Gordon's watching you. He's watching every move you make. Thank you for joining us, Gordon. And ladies and gentlemen, for more information on Gordon, visit our website at SYLBOURNE.com. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, SYLBOURNE TV. And one more time, thank you for watching and catch you next time.